Welcome to my channel. I'm your entrepreneurship tutor, Professor Henry Bwisa of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. Yes, are you seeing a deep blue sea? Yes, that is a deep blue sea. It's unknown. Deep inside is unknown. Entrepreneurship is about not fearing the unknown. And indeed, when you fear, or when fear knocks on your door, send faith to answer it. Now, some people think that being born in a poor family hinders their entrepreneurial growth. Others say their bad upbringing dwarfed their entrepreneurship. Some think that to succeed, one must start big. There are those who think that going to school matters a lot. Yes, there are those who blame it all on lack of physical space to start. And there are those who think business is not for women, while others fear borrowing to start and prefer wage employment. Of course, there are those who think they are too young or too old to start a business. Well, in my 30+ years of entrepreneurship, training, teaching, practicing, I have a few case studies that might answer some of these fears. Yes, being born poor should be no hindrance to business. One of the richest people in the world, Bill Gates, who founded Microsoft, in a garage, says, if you are born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. That is Bill Gates. So, the message is that don't allow your poor background to bother you. And indeed, many of us have talents. We simply have not discovered them. One of the richest women in the world, Winfrey Oprah, led a very difficult early life. She was even defied by relatives. But she believed in her talent, and she built in herself, and went on to become a leading entrepreneur. Yes, that is Winfrey Oprah. And actually, you can start small and grow. When Njenga Karume of Kenya died in 2012, he had traveled a long road to build an empire of riches. He started by selling pencils to fellow primary schools. That is what, during the colonial times in the 1940s. And in the 1990s, he went on to sell charcoal. That was actually before 1990s, still in the 1940s and 1950s, before Kenya got its independence. Now, he was worth 500 billion Kenyan shillings when he died. So he started far. He was a schoolboy selling pencils, rubbers to his own classmates. And there he is. And illiteracy should not be a roadblock to business success. Yes, Mzee Ambwere told me that he cannot even read the Bible. He, however, has his Western Kenya business empire run by graduates. In the early 1980s, he even offered to pay salaries for Kenya's striking teachers. Yes, he didn't allow illiteracy to stand in his way. And of course, where there is a will, there is a way. Who said women cannot make it? Mama Hasi of Bungoma was a mere housewife, but her business empire spread beyond Kenya. And like mother, like daughter, Amina Hasi, the daughter, owns one of the largest sugar factories in Uganda. She told me she owes it all to her mother. And you can actually start your business from your own backyard. Merokelo, who founded Kenya's McKinney chain of schools and colleges, said she started with a daycare in her own house, helping women to take care of their kids for free. And there now, McKinney chains of schools, nurseries, primary, secondary, colleges. And business is for everyone, the learned and the illiterate. Kenya's Manu Chandaria holds a PhD, but never looks down upon business. In fact, his degrees to help him in his businesses. He told me so when we shared delivery of motivational talk. You can actually borrow from friends and relatives to start a business. At the age of 21, Nigeria's Aliko Dangote, the man thought to be Africa's richest, borrowed $3,000 from an angle to import agricultural commodities. He is now worth $10.1 billion. The year 2020. And I always advise, you'll never become a millionaire working for another. Yes, in 1957, at the age of 24, with only 2 hens, a cock, and 2,000 Kenya shillings, Kenya's Nelson Mugugu quit college teaching to begin poultry that rivaled Kenchik. When he died in 2010, he was worth 10 billion Kenya shillings and the largest shareholder of Equity Bank. And of course, age is but a number. At 65, David Sanders began the KFC that is flourishing all over. At 18, Evans Wandongo started his empire. He's an alumni of my university, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. And of course, there are other young Kenyans who have excelled. So old and young, we can make it, so long as we expel this fear of the unknown from us. Now, you can try this at home. Identify your favorite successful business person around your locality. Learn something about that person and write a brief to submit in a week's time. This actually was an assignment to my students after I gave this lecture. The guide was the name, age, education, and sex of the person you have identified, including marital status, the business the person does, and its address or where located, when, why, and how it was started, with how much, why you think it is successful, major problems the person faces and how they are solved. Any other information you deem useful, yes, be my student. Do that. I'm not going to mark. Do it for yourself. And now, answer this question. Does your own story inspire you? Yes. If you enjoyed it, like it, share it, subscribe for more to come. And if you wish to support us to bring you more, donate. Visit our website and donate. Reach us through that email. Just directly donate at that number. Thank you for listening, and stop fearing the unknown. There is an entrepreneur in you.